Okay, if you're watching this video, you're welcome to my channel. And then the main reason of this course is to just show insights on what I've observed so far and how you can maximize profits as a student. Even if you're not a student, I'm sure you will learn one or two things from what I'm about to say. And sometimes I really wonder why a lot of students feel like, okay, I'm in school, my mind will always be confused and complicated because of academic stuff. I have lectures to attend, I have less money to promote, I don't have resources and I'm stuck. This course is for you. It's totally free. I'm just doing this because I feel like I need to share some of the things I've learned over time. I was once a student and it felt really great doing most of the things I did that amounted to a lot of following on Instagram, a lot of following on TikTok. And I started my first channel when I was in school. So these are some of the things that I've observed and I'm sharing it with you guys so we can all be on the same pace. And for some of you that are really confused and feel like, okay, I might have to just drop out, I might just, at the end of the day, not even do school, just focus on music full time. You don't have to. Sometimes if it feels like life is being compressive and you are very much tired of everything, there's always hope at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, let's begin the video with some of the applications you might be needing in order to make sure that you get the best, the most optimum advantage when it comes to being a student and a musician at the same time. Now, the first app that is number one on my list is TikTok. So let's say these are applications. We have TikTok, you'll be needing CapCuts. And for information, these are totally free. TikTok is a social media app that most of you are on. Then CapCut is a video editing app. Then you'll also be needing Google. This is very important. Then you'll be needing YouTube. You'll be needing Instagram. And then one of my favorite apps of all time is this one I'm going to call now because it have changed the way I perceive and think about everything. But I'm not going to call this app yet because I know that some of you guys will want to get explanation about what everything here entails. So why you'll be needing TikTok as a student is because TikTok are proven to be of much value to a lot of people in recent times. I personally am a beneficiary of TikTok, and this is the platform where promotion is easy and very transparent. Now you can end up doing covers and just wake up the next day and see you have 6 billion followers, and then luckily you get a deal, you get signed and everything takes off from there. I've seen a lot of stories and I've heard a lot of stories. I myself, sometime last year, I had a viral moment with First Class and I Like Girls took off. We got a lot of calls from A&Rs and that was how we had the opportunity of pushing the song more. We had marketing budget added. So TikTok is our number one go-to when it comes to trying to market. Then CapCut is a video editor. So they have the PC version, they have the mobile edition. You can download it from Apple Store, you can download it from Play Store. And for some of you that have been asking questions like, which is the best mobile app for making freestyles and stuff, I'd recommend CapCut. But if you use a computer, you might end up getting other softwares like Premiere Pro. I'm sorry, this one is gone. You might end up getting softwares like Premiere Pro and Wondershare or Resolve, DaVinci. This can replace CapCut. And why I'm showing you this app is because in as much as you want to promote, you want to scale, you want to do amazing stuff, you need your videos to be very clean and easy to watch. Some of you guys have issues with getting videos done, and as students, it might be very expensive to employ somebody to make videos for you, so you might have to be doing it by yourself. Then Google is, if you don't have an app, you can use Chrome browser or your Safari or an inbuilt app to access Google. Why we need Google is because some of the things you might be needing is all on the cloud. So you might decide to search some keywords, you might decide to just want to navigate and get some information. So you can use Google, and YouTube is also part of the Google franchise. So Google and YouTube are very good for getting information. For some of you that will be asking like, yo, I can't learn anything online. Why do I have to use Google? Why do I have to do this or that? So Google and YouTube is good for information and knowledge. You can get your knowledge from these two platforms and then apply it in different ways that suits every narrative you are trying to get. Then we have Instagram. Now, Instagram rolled out what we call Reels. And ever since they introduced Reels, a lot of people have gone viral and there have been viral moments all over the world. So Reels is really important for what we are going to be doing in this visual course about how you can scale as students. So once you get these apps, the next one I'm going to show you is the Seller app. This is Seller, or you can use Shopify to do this. So basically, Seller and Shopify, these are very good platforms. For those of you that are in Nigeria or in Africa, you can use Seller. Then if you are in the US or anywhere watching this video from, you can use Shopify. And I'll be going to the part where this stuff is going to work with everything we have here. And you can make as much money as you can and then promote your music easily while doing all this stuff. So once you have all this, we'll also be needing a distribution platform, which for this video, I won't be saying you should use one particular distribution platform, but if you have access to TuneCore, you have access to DistroKid or 1RPM, this also applies. So I'll be writing some of them down here. You can distribute using platforms like DistroKid. You can use TuneCore, 1RPM, Symphonic Music, etc. So why we have these distribution platforms is because in as much as you have all this stuff going, you need the music to be up online. And then this is the only avenue where you can distribute globally without having any issues. Personally, I've used DistroKid, I've used TuneCore, I've used Symphonic, I've used 1RPM, and there's one thing I'm going to tell you, they are all the same. The only issue that most of you face is that, okay, you know what, I'm still new to the game, I don't understand how they work, I might be having issues with trying to withdraw, and that's easy. You can go to their customer service or you can go to YouTube and find videos on how you can withdraw your funds easily. But yes, that's not why we're in this video. The video is to show you how to promote yourself and how to get things going. So now you have TikTok, CapCut, Google, YouTube, Instagram, Seller, and you have your distribution all sorted. The next thing you will need is having a mobile phone, right? Mobile phone and Wi-Fi. Why we need a mobile phone and Wi-Fi is because this method I'm going to show you have proven to work for me personally, and I feel like I need to put you guys on this gem. So the mobile device and Wi-Fi is simply for this method I call the Wi-Fi hotspot method, right? And I devised it when I was in the university. Now, I observed that students gather in one place, maybe due to lectures or maybe due to rain. There are so many scenarios where students are plenty in one zone. There's where we call bus park in my school. It's a place where we board shuttle to go to different campuses and stuff. I used to go there when I don't have classes, and what I do is I turn on my Wi-Fi and tell them, yo, my name is this, I'm a producer, I'm an artist, I want you guys to check my stuff. Please, if you're interested in checking my stuff, I'll turn on my hotspot, and while you are waiting, you can have free internet. Who wouldn't want free internet? So a lot of people will connect to my Wi-Fi and tell me, yo, thank you very much. What's your name? What's your Instagram? Let's follow you and check you out. And that's how mostly I get subscribers. Sometimes I get 50 subscribers a day. And then from there, I just keep connecting, getting WhatsApp contacts, getting emails, and talking to people. They're recognizing my face. So this mobile phone and Wi-Fi method proved to work so much good that at the end of the day, when I walk on the road, a lot of people recognize me and say, yo, hi, Hitsound, and I'm like, yeah, how you doing? And some people walk up to me and ask me questions like, yo, this dude, do you have any new stuff coming? So it proved to work because people like free stuff. And if you feel like you can just make it a little bit better by adding some small chops or maybe sweets or biscuits, I mean, that's for the hustle. In the end, you just want to get your shit going. So that was the first method I used in getting people to be interested. But here's the fun part of everything, right? Why I said we should get TikTok was because if people follow you on TikTok, any new freestyle you drop is going to show on their feed. And if they also follow you on your YouTube channel and your Instagram, it's a big win for you because these are the three platforms that a lot of people spend time on. So you can't be doing this if there is nothing happening here. And now let's go back to how this Seller and Shopify integrates with this. Now, Seller is a platform where you sell and buy stuff. It hosts your products. Now, back in the day, Seller and Shopify was not really in existence. Even if it was, I did not know about it. So I felt like instead of just doing the hotspot method for free or maybe for getting followers and stuff, if I was you, I'd create what we call a link tree. So this is link tree. Okay. So a link tree is like what hosts all your links together. And then after I create all this, I'll add the links here and add it to my bio. Then for this Seller and Shopify, I will gently just create a link where people can buy my merch or just buy anything like physical products where they can support me. Maybe a key holder, maybe a handkerchief, maybe a socks, a piece of clothing, anything at all, because as a musician, you're an entrepreneur. So It does not end as just singing and distributing on DistroKid, TuneCore, and 1RPM. You need people to support you. I wouldn't advise you to go begging people and telling them, yo, I need help, I don't have money, I cannot release my song. Instead of doing that, this is the best way to do it. Create a piece of content or product, put it up, and people can buy it. That way they can support you regardless of any part of the world where they are. So now, if you set up the Wi-Fi method and you have your seller and Shopify all going, I'll be making extensive videos showing you guys how you can set up these two, because personally I use Seller and it's been proven to work for me. Then once you add this to your link tree, right, the next thing you do is you shoot. That's where your mobile phone also comes in. For those of you that think you need to get a big piece of equipment, big camera to get things going, you don't even actually need it. You just need your phone. Learn how to do mobile editing using YouTube and Google, then use your CapCut to render it. That's easy. So this is the basic application of knowledge that you can use for the first step of making money. If you don't understand, please drop in the comments what's really confusing you so I can make extensive videos about that. But this is the first step on giving you guys the method I used personally. The hotspot method and trying to sell products method, and then trying to raise followers for yourself. Now, this is the next part of everything. Regardless of... So, for those of you that are in an institution where you have like zero friends, you're an introvert, you don't go out, you don't mingle with people, you might have problem with applying this, because this needs like frequent going out and trying to network, because life is all about networking and connection. If you're a student and you are in a place where you feel like, okay, I don't know how to talk to people, I don't know how to communicate, this part of the course is definitely going to be needing all that. You need to just summon the courage, network with people, because in the end, people buy your products and they need to know who is the artist. And as an artist, your creative freedom is being determined by how you are able to translate what you feel in your mind, in your head, to real people. So there's what I call the one-on-one connection. So it's almost the same with the Wi-Fi method, but this one, you are not giving out anything. You are just giving out your art and your music. Now, this one-on-one connection requires you to find who is your director of socials, who is the events planner, who is most sociable, and you need to find out where. So, once you get the director of socials, you need to be friends with him. So, now I don't know what they call those people in your school, but when I was in school, it was called director of socials. This person is the guy in charge of everything. If it's a girl, she's the one in charge of everything. So the event planner works with the director of socials. Nothing goes out without this guy's approval. So if I find this guy as an artist, the best thing I'll do is just introduce myself and tell him, yo, I'm a musician and I would love to perform at this event. Please, how do I do that? So once I talk to this guy and it's not really responsive, I might just decide to spread my wings, maybe talk to the events planner. And there are lots of event planners in your campus, I'm sure, definitely, I'm sure. It happens every single time. There are shows, there are house parties, there are so many things going on. If I talk to this person, I also talk to the most sociable person. Now, there's always this one person that's very famous. Everybody likes them. They are friends with the director of social. They are friends with the event planners. They know where everything is happening. So asking the most sociable person where there's going to be an event is very good for you. You need to go out there, perform at auditoriums, perform at events, perform at shows. This way you won't be stuck in one loop and you will not be confused. So this is the one-on-one connection. You just try as much as possible to go out there, meet someone, connect, and chill with them. So now we are done with this one-on-one connection. Let's go to the next part. So the next part is you hosting listening parties for yourself. As an artist, I know a lot of you guys will be confused and say, yo, it's very expensive. I can't host a listening party. All right. So hosting a listening party requires you to be very diplomatic and calculative with your strategy. For you to host a listening party without spending much, this is the first thing I will tell you to do. The first thing you need to do is find a venue, find sound, get refreshments, and then find assistance, then promote. All right, so to create your own listening party, this This is very good because some of you have a lot of funds to throw birthday parties, but you don't have money to create listening parties for yourself. And in a place that is like a school environment, so many people want to go out and chill and flex and just have a good time. So if I was you, I'm going to try and create a listening party. Now, if you follow down my one-on-one connection method, you are definitely going to see that you having the director of social, you having the event planners, and you having all those people on your side is a big win for you once you want to do something like this. So now, once you find the venue, without paying now, this is what you are going to do if you don't want to pay for the venue. You are going to tell them that, okay, you are looking at getting 200 people at their venue. And now these 200 people, they are going to be buying refreshments from them. So if the venue sells minerals, sells buns, sells drinks, you can tell them, okay, look, every drink here is going to be sold directly by you. And then I might be taking percentage. If you sell anything, maybe you can inflate the price for my listening party. If you sell anything, I'm going to take 20%, 30%. So instead of giving the venue, you are the one now getting money from the venue. That's a big smart move. I've tried it before and it worked. So I'm putting you guys on some gems. So now you find the sound, because a listening party will not be good without sound. Now, that's where you need to make friends with a DJ. If you don't have a DJ as a friend, that's where you now start paying money. And renting sound is not really that expensive. The most expensive here is the venue. And now if the venue can take care of refreshments, that means you have less pressure on you. So that's all said, you need to find assistants. Now you need to raise a team of people that are going to do ushering jobs, that are going to make sure that everything is going smoothly. You are going to find someone that understands how coordinating people works. So that's not really something that is tough. In a school environment, it's very easy to get. There are lots of people that want to get free entry to these kind of places. So they definitely are going to be donating themselves and saying, yo, I want to be a part of this. So you can get at least 5, 6, 7, 10, depends on how big the venue is and what you have all mapped out. So you now need to promote. To promote, you have TikTok. If you remember the apps I said, you have TikTok, you have YouTube, you have all that stuff going on. You can easily just make content and tell people, yo, pull up, this is my event, this is my listening, it's totally free. You can also apply the Wi-Fi method. Tell them free Wi-Fi, free internet, put video games, just make it fun. That way people can come listen to you without even really stressing much. So with that all covered, then I have to emphasize on the distribution. For you to do this, for you to do all these stuff I mentioned, make sure the song is up online, which it needs to be available maybe on DistroKid, TuneCore, 1RPM, Symphonic, or anywhere. That way, it converts the real people into online streams. And now all of this stuff I'm saying is organic, because as a student, you don't have money to do ads. You might not have money to do Snapchat ads, YouTube ads. You might be stuck in the loop of not even understanding what's happening. So doing this one is going to cut you a lot of budget. All right, so now we've done the listening parties and we've done the direct stuff. Let's go to one of the gems that I'll be hooking you up with, which is collaborations. So in a place, in a school, in an institution, anywhere you are, college, there is one thing that I know is certain and is for sure. You meet people that are way better than you. There are lots of people, there are millions of people. And if I was you, I will definitely be looking forward to collaborating with people around me that are blown. If they are not blown, I'll definitely get somebody that has zeal like me. We lock in, pay for studio session together and do a lot of stuff collaboratively. So that way, I'm not going to burn out. For some of you that are forming independent artists does not mean that you do not collaborate. It means you are being smart and you are calculating your moves. So with collaborations, now what I'll do if I was you is I'm going to find good artists. I'm going to create a group on socials. So you can create a group on WhatsApp or anywhere, or Telegram, and then I'm going to also become friends with producers. You're going to become friends with producers, and then you're also going to find a way to also collaborate with events too. So now let me explain. When you find good artists, you collaborate with them, you share session fees, and you share your royalties 50-50. That way you're not going to burn out. And then when you create a group, it's way easier to talk, share new music, and get people to stream. It's going to be more of uniting different people from different campuses in one place. Then we have producer friends. There are lots of producers that are looking for opportunities. They are just like you, no much money, no big equipment. So you guys can manage and just start doing stuff and putting it up and sharing your royalties. So if you don't know how all this royalty stuff work, I've made a course separately for that one. So I might be dropping it, and if you need it, just send me a DM. Now, for event partnership. There are going to be fresher nights, there are going to be matriculations, there are going to be everything happening around campus. So if I was you, I would love to collaborate with the planners and get my face on a flyer. That way I'm not going to be restricted to just doing ads and doing different marketing. This is absolutely not even going to cost me much. If it costs you something, it might not be as expensive as you think. So collaboration is key to make everything we've said so far work. So yeah, basically, these are some of the real organic stuff you need to get going before you pay so much money on ads, before you pay so much money on doing the irrelevant stuff. And I'm doing this course in particular because I feel like there's so many students out there really struggling and worrying about what's not even their problem. So for some of you thinking you have to relocate to a big city, you have to finish school, you have to drop out, I feel like being a student is a big opportunity for you. So just make use of it. Enjoy being a student and at the same time making your music, because trust me, once you come out here, it's a different world entirely, and you have to start sweating, making money all around to make sure you pay for everything. But in schools, it's absolutely not really compressive. If you have any questions about what I shared so far, just let me know. But just to give you a recap, I said you can sell your products using a platform called Seller. You can sell your products using Shopify. You can also distribute your song on DistroKid. You can as well just do collaboration with your artists and everything. Now, to support you guys, I'm going to be leaving links in the description where you can sign up for some of the things I said without really stressing yourself. I'm your #1 music blog. If you really enjoyed what I said, don't forget to subscribe. Just make sure you follow tabs, because I'll be expanding some of this knowledge on other platforms and giving you guys more gems. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm going to be giving you so much and replying to some of the comments and making sure that you guys get an outstanding understanding of what's happening. Why I did not include ads in this is because this is the most efficient way for you as a student that does not want to spend so much money on doing irrelevant stuffs. So yeah, give me a thumbs up, like this video, and subscribe.